much. Not much. I'm like working 3 different things here.
Please forgive me. I'm on a job site getting ready to pour concrete, so if I lose it, it's my fault, not yours.
Ah, gotcha. So this is Paul Coleman from As Darkness Dies, and you guys just have a big announcement. Why don't you tell everybody in the world, around the world, because we've got everyone listening in today.
Very cool. Yeah, we just basically signed or made official the signing of with Pure Steel Records, which is the second largest label in Germany. And things are looking pretty cool for the future, man. It's a pretty cool thing. You know, when you work this hard your whole life to try to get to this level, and you finally get there, it's pretty humbling, you know?
Exactly. I hear you on that one. Now, like, how long did this take? I mean, we've been waiting for you guys for, what, how many months?
The actual signing was actually in place maybe 30 months ago. We were just put on a gag order. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with us, but Mike Becerra pretty much put the whole deal together. He just basically told us, you got to be quiet until this is all put together, until it's 100% official. We got the word about a month ago, and we were just had to sit back and wait. As much as we wanted to say something, we were just told, hey, man, this is how things work, and this is how you got to do it. This is all new for all of us, so we're just rolling with it.
Right. And Mike Becerra, if nobody knows, well, you should know.
They should know. He's one of the top 2 or 3 singers on the planet. Yeah, you should know who he is.
You should know who he is from Obsession, and very familiar with the band Obsession because.
And don't forget Yngwie Malmsteen. He sang for 3 albums, and he did stuff with Anna Metal right now, which is Rudy Starzo from Ozzy, and Christian Bertelli, and Scott Travis, Judas Priest, Scott Stanton, a lot of stuff.
That's awesome. So now, what's the future? What does the future hold? What do you guys plan to do? I mean, are we going to see you guys playing live? Are we, you know, what's... At this point, I'm going to say not around here. At this point,
I think you got to take the whole thing into consideration. I mean, we kicked ass around here for 4 years, playing every weekend.
Oh, right.
The whole
watch the F-bombs.
You did plenty of shows with you guys too. You know it. I mean, everybody at this point is kind of like just taking a break, kind of just catching their breath. I mean, we worked our asses off for the last year to get this done. I think as far as what's going to happen will be very relevant to how the album sales go. I mean, how much touring in Europe we're going to do, how much of that stuff. That's all predicated on how we do. We have a pretty good feeling it's going to do pretty well. So today, and there's definitely some stuff talks in the works, but again, I hate to do it, but those are things we got to keep quiet until the label actually announces it. It's a whole different situation now. I mean, this is a worldwide deal. You know, it's not just distribution, it's the merch, it's the touring, it's everything is in place with it.
You guys are going to have merch? Somebody's actually, so your logo's going to be redone.
It's one of the biggest jokes going. And for all the big shows we did, we never had a fucking CD or... Sorry. I forgot.
We knew you would do it once. We knew you would do it at least once.
You know what? And I forgot I'm on the radio, and I apologize. I didn't get on the radio.
Well, that one will go down in history because it's recorded too.
Edit that part out. Yeah, everything will be in place. I mean, we did extremely well. I can't get into the details of what they actually did for us, but the way Mike put it, for someone who's worked in the industry for 30+ years, you guys did better than some bands are on the 4th and 5th album. So,
right. Now,
what's tipping up cap to him and saying thank you for all the work that he did, because we wouldn't be anywhere without that.
Right.
To acknowledge that. I mean, there's actually 11 days of recording time to do this album. He did all the rest. It's taking a year to get it out. Mike is working head over heels for us. We can't thank him enough.
That's awesome, and that's great gratitude to have, and being very humble about it. What's the label?
There's so many bands in Connecticut that are just as worthy, if not more worthy. Lucky time, lucky break for us. We just caught it at the right time. You gotta always remember that and not think you're any more than what you are. We're just a bunch of guys who played a band together here and played a lot of good shows and got lucky.
Right. What's the label doing for you now, and why not stay independent?
What they're doing for us right now, I don't know if you've seen it all over the internet, every single metal outlet hub has announced our signing. They're getting it set up for Europe for distribution. It's going in for mastering right now. The next phase of that will be a full-fledged. It'll be in all your bigger magazines in Europe. They're getting ready. We actually did a bonus track which will be going in for Japan. There's so much stuff in the works.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they've got a whole bunch of things that we really can't unveil right now, but I think
that's fine.
I think they're shooting for the fall. That's my general take on when they're going to try to release this.
And that makes sense to do it that way.
Yeah, they still got to master it. They're still with all the artwork. I mean, all the logos and stuff you see are probably all going to be changed or have it all professionally done. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. It should be a pretty interesting ride. I know personally myself, I want to play out locally still. I have a side project coming together. I think everyone will be interested with members from Crossing Rubicon and members from In the Red and myself. We'll be doing some shows, but the Darkness Dies camp is just on a little bit of a hiatus right now until we actually figure out where this is all going and how far it's going to go. It's pretty exciting times right now.
Well, I'll have to get all you guys together for the Rockin' Fortress Hero Nights.
Absolutely.
We would love to have all of you. We take care of that.
Let me say this on behalf of the entire band. We want to thank you and Tommy for all that you do for the metal scene, not just us. This is a collective effort, and when one band steps forward, the rest of the scene steps with them. We're hoping that this will open up doors for other people. I know Mike's looking to work with some other people, and he's going to be opening up shops up here in Connecticut. So,
really,
it's going to be a good thing. Yeah, that's going to be coming out pretty soon too.
I'm going to have him come in. I'm going to have to interview him live here in the studio.
Absolutely. It's very sad to me that Connecticut as a whole doesn't know really who he is when the rest of the world does, or all the big things he's done. This is the guy that's
We'll change that.
Yeah, and you know what? If it hasn't changed in the last 30 years, bands like Concession, bands like State Sporting, they open the door for the rest of us. The rest of us are real nice to be able to walk through. We always got to pay respect to the guys who did it before us. I know I do. So.
Right, exactly. Now, do you guys listen in all the time, or are there times that you guys don't?
I'm not able to listen because of my job.
Oh.
I get the play-by-play from Tina all the time. He sending me messages. I'm working up an old line where radio reception up here is fucking terrible. Oh, did it again. Terrible. And it's tough, but we do support it. We do post the links. It's on our page right now. Actually, I know you guys are one of the few people like yourselves or Metal Syndicate that's really all in for every bit. And it seems to be thanking you guys even more.
We had Agrippa here last week, and it was a great interview. And he even talked a little bit about your interview. He sent it to us, and we played it, I believe, 3 times over, your Syndicast last week. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I bored people 3 times over. I'm sorry.
Well, we've got Searching for Light here, so why don't you give out the Crank It Up with and get into your song?
Hey, this is Paul Coleman from The Darkness Dies, and I'm not going to swear, so crank up the Metal Fortress right now.